Hello everybody, today we are going to be talking about Bowley's theory of attachment, and I forget the name of the guy who got onto it, but that guy, and how he adjusted Bowley's theory. So, let me put my mask on just in case. Well, one of the beads falling off. I'm gonna place that one then. Okay. Hi. So, Bowley's theory of attachment is that there are two forms of attachment: secure attachment and insecure attachment. So I'm going to be drawing the 4 different attachment styles. We'll start with the simple one. I've decided to give it a mask, you're not going to see me face. We're going to start with the easiest one, which is secure. I'm going to be using a bit of a red colour first. To make a little heart to show the feelings of being safe. I feel like the colour I most associate with secure is actually orange of all colours. Maybe that's why President Donald of the USA keeps making himself abnormally orange. But I'm going to paint a crown type shape on top of the heart. Let me show you. To show the fact that it can lead to feeling more confident, which can help with ambitions and getting on with life despite hardships, which is known as resilience. This is a... maybe I do need to wear a mask. This is a very basic level of understanding on secure attachments, since I am only doing this as a GCSE. I plan on pursuing psychology in the future though. I'm going to use some white, a different shade of white than normal, but I'm going to do some lines that are kind of like an 8 shape, but that's mostly to show off some stuff, you know. Slightly darker colour, and it's meant to show like inner peace, which is what the blue will be doing. I'm going to use blue, do like wave-like shapes, because personally I find the ocean quite nice. Now, when I think of security, I also think of the colour yellow. So, in Bowley's theory, a secure attachment happens when a child feels loved by their carer. I need to get myself a box of water or something, because I just accidentally mixed 2 of my colours, which is a bad idea. I'll be back. I have returned with water. So yeah, back in it with you. Are you messing with me? I literally just washed you. course you're like waterproof or something. It's whatever. The paint isn't expensive. It's literally originally was face paint, but you know, still less than ideal to mix up my paints. Anyway, in the theory where this was first proposed, stop mixing! I'm going to commit a crime at this rate. Why are you facing so far that way? Look at my paper, not me. Thank you. Oh, you can see it now. I'm going to do double line like this. But a secure attachment is shown through a child being upset and dismayed when the parent leaves the room, and feeling comforted when the parent returns. This would be to display the fact the child feels safe with the parents. Since the child is willing to calm down. This test was run with babies, I believe, to try and figure out the emotional attachment between the baby and the parents. Stop being green! Why are you red now? Where did the red come from? You know what? We can add some finger painting in, why not? But, yeah. Piss me off, man. Sure, we'll do some finger painting with this to show the childlike wonder. Because why wouldn't we? It's totally what I planned. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. This is probably not the best for revision, but at least we're having fun with it. Partly me reminding myself, even though this is what I know the best out of all my subject material. But what was I saying? Right, so secure attachment happens when a parent cares for a child properly. It's the most boring one, but the healthiest. Shows the parent looks after the child properly, feeds it properly, all the stuff you need to do to your child for them to, not be going to therapy in 10 years. Add some water there, because I guess we're watercolouring now. Right, this is a mess. This is more than a mess. Whatever. Okay, we are moving on to ambivalent. Now, I think this is the most difficult name to remember, so we're going to write it down. A-M-B-I-V-I-L-E-N-T. Ambivalent. Now, ambivalent is the one where the kid is very anxious. The kid feels anxious when the parent leaves, like the normal child does. Or like the emotionally stable child does, with a secure attachment. But in this case, the child is not comforted when the parent returns. That went well. I just got fake blood all over me. Fake blood warning, guys. That was smart of me. Not sure. Not exactly where I would have wanted it. But you know, we make do with what we have. Am I right, guys, or am I right? I am very wrong, but you know. Nah, I'm right. Trust the process, dude. No, I don't want to trust this process. Whatever. This isn't meant to be very good art. It's just meant to help you try and remember by looking at this mess. That was a close call. I've just given up on deepening my voice right now. I can't be bothered. The nerds will watch this one. Yes, I'm calling you a nerd. I'm a nerd too, though, because I'm the one who made it. So, an ambivalent child struggles with attachment since they can often develop anxiety and abandonment issues in later life. I don't want to wear the bloody mask, but I have to, otherwise you see my bloody face. And I can't go close to my work to look at what I'm doing, and then I feel like my voice is super muffled. Whatever. I'm not revealing my face online very much though, because I don't want any weirdos having access to my face, let alone with the AI at the moment. But you know, it's often children of dysfunctional households who develop this kind of attachment. A child with ambivalent attachment tends to have low self-esteem and struggle to think for themselves. They can be overwhelming with relationships. But you don't really need to apply that in that way most of the time. You know, the main way you can tell is the child is anxious even if a parent is nearby. And it takes ages for them to be comforted when they're overwhelmed. Oh, I used too much of his fake blood, but oh well. If you fail your GCSE still, that's not on me. Whatever you're looking at this for. Ambivalent is not the best, but honestly, I somehow prefer this over the other one, and this one has just fake blood all over it. Cover your ears. I just decided to pause the video instead of suffering